Not sure why we have so many issues. When I first started up, like I tested all of this before I started the stream and everything was working. Let's turn this music down a little bit. There we go. Good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? One day I will have a functional camera set up. One day. We're going to be doing a late night stream here, so bear with me as we kick this off. We're building a local customer, Alex. He actually purchased all of these parts. Looks like our camera's a little panned. Quick. But Alex purchased all these parts, and then he was looking for us to assemble it for him. So that is what we're going to be doing here tonight. Yeah, you like that mess over there? It's all that stuff. Look at all that stuff. So tonight we're going to be building with our Ryzen 7, Alex's Ryzen 7 5800X. He's got 2 sticks of DDR4 from his old system that he's going to be recycling to save a few bucks. But it is DDR4 3000, and it's a 16 gig set. So there's 2 of these sticks here. We're going to be placing this on an Asus Prime X570 Pro here. Actually, one thing I didn't check, it does say it's 5,000 ready. I was going to say I don't know where he purchased it from exactly. So these are not parts that we purchased. So I did not confirm anything here outside of when he delivered it. The cooler that we're going to be using is the iQOO H100i Elite, and this is the Cape. Corsair always has these weird names. Anybody tell me how to pronounce that? Caplex? Caplex. Probably botching the hell out of it. Hey, Agent Smith, how's it going? Kind of a spontaneous surprise we're streaming moment. Didn't really plan on this stream, but had a local customer come in with a build and thought I'd stream it for him. So why not? Just couldn't get to the build till pretty late tonight. We're going to be using a Western Digital SN850X. This is 1 terabyte, and this is Gen 4, so we're going to be taking advantage of the Gen 4 PCIe from the AMD Ryzen 7 5800X and the X570. We also have a 2 terabyte hard drive here for extra storage for all those games he's going to be loading up on here. Let me know if my mic's too quiet, because it kind of looks like the meter looks a little quiet. This is also his video card from his previous system. I believe he said it was an RTX 3070. It is definitely a 3070, so it's an RTX 3070. This is the Asus, by Asus. And we're going to power this rig with a EVGA 850 watt gold power supply. This is fully modular and the Supernova model G5 edition. So I'm going to throw this down here. We're going to go ahead and just jump right into this and get started. The stream's probably going to be about an hour. You guys want to hang out the whole time? Sounds fine when I turn down the other streams. Oh, oh, you're one of those multi-streamers. Nice. Well, I appreciate you jumping in here. So we're going to go ahead and get the motherboard out here and get the CPU added, the RAM, the SSD. We're going to be using these SATA cables. I'm going to take these out of the box. And there should be some M.2 screws there. Don't think we're going to need that. But I'm going to be saving everything from your build, Alex. If you are in here watching, everything will be saved for you. Outside of maybe a couple of the boxes, unless you really want me to keep those. Now would be the time to tell me. So since the RAM is already unpackaged, since it came from his old system, we're going to go ahead and put that in first. We get that seated. I've actually always liked the look of these XPG sticks. They always look cool. They blend well with these Asus Prime boards actually very nicely. The aesthetics blend well. Got to support everywhere. Got to get you affiliate on Twitch. Hey, I'm almost there actually. The only thing I'm lacking is the amount of streams I do per month. And that was because I did not stream the month of August or September. Unfortunately, I had some personal things going on that took some time away. Or I would be affiliate. So the only thing we're lacking right now, we have the views, we have the chats, we have the hours streamed. We meet all of that. The only thing we're missing is the amount of times I stream per month. So that's why I was trying to do as many streams as I could. I guess if I do get to affiliate, maybe we can do some sort of giveaway or something. And not a sensible giveaway, something that would work. You know, like a value of something, and then we send you that value of something. So let's say your system needs more RAM. Maybe do something like that. Or we could do something really crazy and do like a hey, Smithbot, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate you. I don't know, maybe we could do some sort of giveaway. We'd work something out. Definitely need a better AIO. There you go. You're up for putting it in. If I had more time and money, I would definitely offer to fly out and put it in for you. So we got the CPU installed here, we got the RAM installed, and I'm actually moving on to the SSD. I don't know how well you can see it with the lighting here. A couple of things I got to upgrade on the stream is this camera right here that I'm pointing at, the one, the face down camera, because it just, I don't like it. The light needs to be changed because it's just too much raw light all at once. I need something softer because it reflects off these metal parts all the time. Oh, no flying needed to live in your state. Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that. I honestly always forget. So you could come here and we could do maybe a Co-Stream. Fix it up. Fix it up. Co-Stream upgrade. If you don't mind hanging out in my house. That's currently where I'm at. About 30 minutes north. Oh, nice. So what, you're Lapeer-ish? That's just a guess. Or I think you told me before. Hang out there while we put the PC together. Lapeer's right, yep. Dude, I forget. I'm sorry. Like, if I saw your face, I would probably definitely recognize you because I'm more of a face guy than I am a name person. And if I knew your actual name, then I probably would recognize that even more. So. Alright, so we've got our M.2 SSD here in our Gen 4 slot. We got our 5800X Ryzen 7 added here. And our two 8 gig sticks of DDR4 3000 added here. That's really the downside for this build, but he is pinching as much as he can to get this build done. So he's reusing his RAM and he's reusing his graphics card, which the 3070, there's nothing wrong with that. Just the RAM is probably a little slower than what I would recommend for a Ryzen 7 5800X on an X570. I would have definitely at least gone to like 3600 megahertz, maybe 32 at the minimum. But overall, not bad. It'll look good and it'll run well either way. Let's go ahead and get this case popped out of the box, and then we're gonna probably get the board in there depending on how much room we have in this case, because it's not one I would normally build in. I'm not as familiar. Built in this one a couple times. Hey. But it has been a while. This is the Phanteks P400. I believe the Eclipse P400. So Phanteks Eclipse P400. Now what I wanted to do with this AIO that I bought with it, just put it on the top, but I'm concerned about the clearance in this case. Don't think it'll fit. You can see here, there's not a whole ton of clearance up here between the motherboard and the top of this case. So I don't think it'll actually fit. So we may need to put the radiator on the front, and it's a 240 millimeter, so it's going to look a little awkward. But that's okay. We'll make it work. The other downside is one side of the radiator on a front-facing radiator like that. If I do a front-facing radiator, I always have push-pull, so that you have the front of the case showing addressable RGB fans, and then the inside of the case showing addressable RGB fans. So that's where we have to make decisions, because we're limited on which ones we can use here. I might just move two of these fans up here to the top, the third one to the rear, mount the 240 millimeter on the front with the fans in the front, or we add more RGB fans for them, because I can't do that in my right mind. I cannot do that. Hey, no, put that wire brush down. I got my kiddo with me. This little miss here is helping me build. Go see Mama. Go see Mama. Of course it's more fun. So let's see what kind of fans I have here sitting here. Actually, I know exactly what we want to use here. So these were, so this kit It's a spec. It's by BitPhoenix. Can't see it because of the light. This kit is by BitPhoenix. They sent it to me as a review item, and they said to keep it. So there's 3 fans in here. They're addressable RGB. Downside of them is they are not PWM, which sucks. So I definitely don't want to put them on the radiator if I can avoid that. Although it won't be the end of the world because we'll have 2 PWM fans on it. So I'm trying to make this work and look good at the same time. But this item was given to me for free, so I'll pass that on to make this thing look better. The fans on the front of the case are PWM, so we can use those. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a 240mm front mount with PWM push-pull Corsair fans on the inside, the Phanteks fans on the outside if we can. Looks like we should be able to do that. And this panel looks like we could be removed if we need to. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll put these 3 fans here, the top and the back. So that'll work. I really wish we could have mounted it here on the top. There's just not enough space here. Yeah, you need 7 days streamed to hit the affiliate. Yes. And I think I'm at like 4 now this month. Build streams take a while though. They take easily a couple hours. Like this one's probably gonna be maybe a little over an hour. It's a little bit smaller of a build than what I normally would do. Normally I'm building the big Leon Lee cases that take a bunch of extra time because of all the extra fans and whatnot. But yeah, it's yeah, I need seven days. So this I think would count as number 4 or 5, not sure. And then we hit affiliate. Hopefully. So I'm going to take the front panel off, and then we're going to start removing some of these fans because we have to pull them off anyway so that we can mount the radiator on the front. Gonna free up some of the cables here. Not ideal as a system integrator to be removing the already pre-installed fans because it adds more time to the build, but it's okay. I'd rather it look good and function right than save time. Who's getting upset over there? Yeah. So here are all of our extra cables. It looks like a power button. Reset. Front I/O panel button. So these 2 actually are not part of that group. Alright, so I got the cables freed up. I'm just going to unscrew these and then we'll have them freed up so that we can get the radiator in there. I'm going to need more, I kind of mentioned this in a previous stream, Tuna TV, need more peeps to buy PCs so you could stream more. Yeah, right? Spread the word. I mean, I could just start streaming PUBG, but that doesn't really make sense. Nobody wants to watch me just drop and die in 5 seconds and then rinse, wash, repeat. And that's really the only game I enjoy right now anyway. I tried to gas you up last week for sure. Yes, sir. And I appreciated every minute of that, sir. Your build is actually right behind me. Just waiting on that fan replacement. I'm going to replace all 3. Since it's all in a pack. But I can't, in my right mind, send out that PC with a fan that's ticking. And it's not just like a light tick, it's really obnoxious. And the amount that you put into this build, I can't send it like that. Yeah, I've actually got a couple of builds this week, so probably we'll have another stream later this week. Either Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday, if it gets that late. These cables are all tangled up from Vantex. Pull them all out. To heck with it. Alright, so there we go. We got our empty shell. Now we just need to sort out these cables. Fans. So the reason why I'm removing these fans is because we're going to be putting the radiator on the front here. And can't do that with those fans in there. And two of these fans are actually going to go on the front of the radiator. Since they're PWM. And addressable RGB, it looks like. Already ripped the glove. And they actually look pretty cool. Not bad. But I need more of those screws to mount the radiator. We'll get to that when we get to that. Where's the radiator? Here you go. Let's put the motherboard. Really quick, let's mount the motherboard. Making sure all my studs are there. You guys have studs? And I'm an idiot. Need that box of screws. Don't worry, I'm holding the motherboard. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I appreciate you being patient with me. It didn't really present itself to be a problem until I got the fan spinning up over 800 RPM. And when it's just idling and doing installations and whatnot, it really doesn't make any noise. But once you start benchmarking things, like Cinebench, it was getting hot and it started spinning those fans up real nice. And that's when I started hearing the noise, and then I just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So definitely a fan bearing. That out of the box. And that actually came with the Lian Li cooler, if anybody was curious. Which sucked. So in the meantime, I'm building Alex's build while we wait for your replacement fans. But that's why we test everything, to make sure we're sending you a quality product that does not have any problems. Oh God. All these screws. No nuts here. Just screws. So how's your night going, Tuna? Going good? Easy mode. Good, just finished up a long work day playing some Mario Golf to relax. Nice. We actually have a Mario Golf on the Nintendo GameCube. That was the last one we've purchased. And the Nintendo GameCube is actually in the camper. Because, I don't know, that's, I guess, where we have most people hanging out. So on like a rainy day, we'll play GameCube in the camper. Or something like that. So we're going to put the radiator up here on the front of the PC. Put that thing out. Again, this is going to be the Corsair H100i Elite. And it's got the special RGB pump head, whatever you want to call it on there. Unique. Full of RGB. I got a feeling one day he's going to fill this case out with all Corsair fans. Don't need that. The other thing is I want to see if we can fit this. Actually, let me lay this case down. The way I want to mount this radiator as well is going to be a little bit different than maybe your normal average, because I'm kind of worried about the height of the cooler. I guess it'll be all right either way. I'm looking at it now and it looks okay. So this is, if we mount it like this, there's a possibility air is going to get trapped up here in the hoses or in the pump, but it doesn't look like it'll get trapped in the pump. Normally in this situation we want to try to mount it like this so that the hoses are down and they come back up like so. This would be the proper way to do it. I just want to see the length of the graphics card just to make sure the hoses aren't like hanging out on top of it or something, or that it's enough length. I'm just going to put the card in real quick just to see what it looks like to avoid any issues. I know that could potentially be a problem. The one on the Switch is super fun. Oh, nice. We actually almost got somebody over here a Switch, but she ended up turning into a PC girl. So, they'll switch here. And she built her computer. So if we have the card in and we run these up, it's going to be a little tight, but I think it'll work. It'll work. If it fits, it ships. Yo! This is Alex's PC. Yes, sir. We're currently working out the placement of the AIO. Preston. Hello, respect that I couldn't get away from my Nintendo Classics. Yeah, I like Super Smash Brothers, especially on the GameCube. That's like my favorite. Nintendo 64 honestly was my overall favorite, especially with like GoldenEye and stuff like that. But put a bunch of enemy stickers all over the case. He said he wanted that. Okay, I could do that. I feel like that's a joke, and that if I did that, he probably would hate it. So, I'm going to leave the card in here for right meow. And I'm going to put some screws on there because I'm going to be lifting the case up, moving it all around. Just don't want the card to pop out and obviously fall. So we're going to put a screw in it just to hold it while we deal with this radiator. We're going to be mounting this radiator on the front. And I took the fans off because there's not enough room on the top of the case to mount this radiator, I don't think, with the heat sink off that motherboard. It's just too tight in the height of the RAM. Actually, it wouldn't be too bad with the RAM, but definitely the heatsink on the motherboard would get in the way. So, wouldn't fit on the top. And I think that's what he planned to put it, where he planned to put it. Element, sticker slap. Yeah. I feel like that is a... I don't feel like I should do that. Maybe I should. I don't know, he seemed like a really serious guy when I met him, so... Is he really a serious guy? Because he seemed pretty serious. So I was like, ah. Need that. Not that. It's tier 4. I also heard he really likes pink. So we're going to put some pink fans in there. Or at least that's what Preston's telling me. He likes stickers and he likes pink. Should have had a pink case here as a joke. Be like, and here's your case. I upgraded you. I'm just kidding. Actually, I might have to do that in the future. And then pretend like it was seriously on the invoice. On the order. But I mean, if you go look at my past builds, I did a really nice pink one. And it actually turned out really nice. So, it's not like the pink ones would look bad. Actually look pretty cool. Made it look cool anyway. If you go on my Facebook page or... I think I have it on Twitter. YouTube definitely. I think I even streamed it on... So it's definitely on YouTube. Thank you, Corsair, for giving me extra screws, so I don't have to dig out of my inventory. So what we're going to do here is do a radiator sandwich for you. And I'm actually throwing in some fans as well, just so we can do this right. Because we have to front mount this radiator, which it's not gonna like. When I say it's not gonna like, meaning it's just tight. I'm gonna actually have to undo all these twist ties. Twisty ties. Corsair likes twist ties. I don't like that. If there's a few things that I don't like, it's going to be twist ties and what else was it? Not hitting me right now, not enough caffeine. Oh, just set the lights to pink, harmless fun. Should I do that to your build? And then uninstall the software for the RGB control so it's stuck on it? Or no, I'll set it from the BIOS so that when it boots up every time, it always boots up to pink. Then change the Windows sound to like a Hello Kitty meow sound or something. That would be funny. So let's see if we can achieve this monstrosity, catastrophic cable craziness over here. This is why I like daisy chain fans, ladies and gentlemen. I like daisy chain fans because you don't have to deal with what I'm dealing with. But it's okay. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna get through this. I'm gonna do a game of Twister here, where I am reaching weirdly across my body to grab things to make this work. I could probably lay this down, but then you guys wouldn't have the enjoyment of watching me try to do this. And then I'm trying to also get this in such a way so that it's lined up in a hole and not screwing into the radiator, because that would be bad. And let me take a screw and drive it right into your radiator, because why not? So we got one. I'm gonna try to maneuver this one to a position where it could get this corner, and then it will be holding itself. Usually the difficulty of just starting the first one. And then before I do that, I want to see if we can actually wedge this guy in there. Actually, I think we can. I think we can do this. I think it can be done. What I'm going to do is undo this one. That way we have all three fans on the front. That'll look cool. Come on, get in there, you foul beast. There we go. The things we do for aesthetics. Really quick, I think I need to spin this around. Yep. This cable length would be a problem if I didn't. There we go. Just need to get that cable out from back there, because if not, I'm never going to be able to get that damn thing through this. There we go. Okay. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. This is why you let the pros pick the fans. You don't want the pros cursing at your computer. Don't pick non-daisy chain fans. It's a joke, Alex. I'm just joking. Sorry, you'll find out I'm very sarcastic. Okay, maybe a little bit not a joke anymore. There we go. Gonna line this bad boy up. Bet I could get 2 more screws in there. Usually when I talk with a funny voice, it means I'm being sarcastic. No. Yeah, daisy chain fans are so much better. Yes, totally worth it. Trying to find the hole here. Normally I don't have this much trouble. Found it. It's all jokes, guys. It's all jokes. Don't worry. Nobody laugh all at once. And we also had a glove tear. So we're working with a weird glove. So actually, before I make that super tight, damn it, I already did. I need to get this bad boy in there. So there we go. That's what has to happen if you want to put a 240 millimeter on the front, while also having all 3 fans on the front. In some cases, you wouldn't even be able to do this. I have not put a 240 in this one before, this case. Usually I always go 360 millimeters on this case and throw that on the front, and then I do RGB fans on the front, and then the fans that came with the radiator on the inside. You ripper rubber. Yeah, I know. Don't know what I'm gonna do here. But that is what it takes to make this right. Rubber ripper. And then we're gonna get to see all these lovely wires down here. Awesome looking wires that we're gonna run to the back of the case at the top, so they're nice tucked away, hidden, and hopefully not a problem for us here. These Vantex fans are actually daisy chained, so I'm going to try to daisy chain these. Which one does it actually end up with? This side. So we need the... I gotta go the other way. Other way. Daisy chain. Daisy chain. Daisy chain action here. Then we should have a total of 5 PWM connections and 1 RGB connection and 2 Corsair RGB connections to deal with. Here. That's it. Oh boy. Thought there was a hole here. There's no hole. Oh. It's because the radiator's too thick. This is going to be fun. I'm going to try to shove these cables through their respective holes. And it is not going to be a simple task. I'm actually going to create a snake and hopefully be able to pull these through. That is what I'm going to do. Pro Builder or Level Pro building technique. Snake it. I actually got this idea from my low voltage years, doing low voltage cabling. It's a tight fit, can't really fit it, but I can fit a snake through it. At least start. Hopefully this idea works. So if not, I'll kind of sound really stupid. majority of them. So I used a zip tie to pull the majority of these cables through. Looks like I got all of them. Now it's just a matter of getting it all the way. Where did my RGB connection go? Don't want to lose that, so I'm just going to plug it in right now. And those are for the Phanteks fans. And now I'm just going to pull each individual cable all the way through, just to make sure I got the length in here. There's definitely some extra cable here. There we go. And that is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Except for this sneaky little bastard down here at the bottom. But radiator mounted with your front fans. We got the hoses coming from the bottom, and that's nice. Our little plastic dingleberry came off our pump. Now I got thermal paste flowing all over the place in there. Now I got to take that out of the bag, and I'm going to wipe this up because we're not going to use that thermal paste. Oh no, no. We don't use the stuff that sat there for probably God knows how long. Normally I don't even have to use alcohol on these, but damn. Taking a little bit of work to get off there. Then just want to make sure I don't have any thermal paste on my hands. Perfect. Then we got to get the AM4 kit out for mounting this thing, and we'll mount it, and then we'll move on to the top fans and getting everything else plugged in here. So it's going to be studs and a bracket specifically for Corsair. So we got to remove these two plastic brackets. Nice and easy now. And before we remove that second bracket's going to hold the back plate that we're going to reuse onto the motherboard so it doesn't drop back there and vanish. We're going to add two studs to the ones that we removed so it stays there, it doesn't fall off. Another pro building tip. Call those pro build tips. Because if that happens, then you got a big pain in the butt. You may have to actually pull the motherboard out to put that back plate back in place, depending on the cutout on the back of the case. I believe this one's actually one of the good ones. we actually lost a little bit of that. And I'm able to retrieve it with my fingers on the back of the case. But hopefully this makes building in the future for somebody easier. Normally I would have done this actually outside of the case, but I've done it so many times now. I just do it here. So there's those. Now we got to replace the Intel bracket that's on the pump here. Which just pops off. I thought it came off as one piece, but apparently not. Comes off as two pieces now. Must be thinking of Leon Lee. And then we have our AMD brackets that we have to add here. And these will just slide on the way that we need them. So we got the pump going like this. So we need to put one at the top here, like so. And then the second one slides on like so. And there we go. We got our AM4 brackets. But we need thermal paste. So we're going to use our Thermal Grizzly. Cool this bad boy. 5700 or 5800 XTs actually run pretty hot. Enough on this tube. If not, I've got another tube. Yeah, I'm pretty much out on that tube, so I'm going to have to grab my other tube. Bigger tube. And messy. We're going to have to replace that glove anyway. There we are. Throw that other tube away so we don't forget that it's out. And we're going to get rid of that glove. It's getting nasty. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh gosh. I think my hand has to air out. Okay, so we got our thermal paste down before I let it sit too long here and collect any type of dust or anything. Debris. I'm going to get this mounted here. So there's 4 nuts that come with these nuts. 4 nuts that come with the cooler. And all you got to do is screw it down to the studs that you added to the back plate. So I'm going to just start the threads here so we can evenly apply pressure to stop the bleeding. I mean to tighten the pump to the CPU. Or block, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to start one there, a couple turns. Another one here, a couple turns. Another one here, a couple turns. And so on. Same stuff every time. Evenly distribute that pressure on the CPU. Probably more important with an LGA socket. But I'm a firm believer in evenly distributing the pressure. That's nice and tight where I want it. And now we're just gonna undo this twist tie. We got a pump cable, which is gonna go to our pump header. And this one is gonna be probably going to a Corsair RGB block on the backside. So we're gonna run that cable down here, like so. As neat as I could do it. And let's see here. CPU fan AIO pump. So this is our pump here. Or should be our pump. If it's not, I'll fix it later. And then I'll take that extra cable and kind of run it in the back so it's out of the way. We tuck it back in the back of the computer, zip tie it up, make it look nice and clean on the front side of the computer. Hold on, it requires me to fight with it another 5 minutes. There we are. And there we go. So we got a beautiful layout here. The reason why... Hey, Eric Jones, how's it going? Hey, Ben, hope you enjoy the build tonight. Thank you, sir. So far, we are most enjoying it. It's actually been a kind of a cool challenge to figure it out as to how we want to lay this out the right way so that we have no air in our loop, or at least no air in the pump. Yeah. Rad! Hype. Thanks. So we've got our AIO installed. We got our 3 fans on the front, which was the challenge with the 240 millimeter. Normally we would have mounted it to the top of the case, but the heat sinks on the motherboard kind of kept us from doing that. So we were kind of forced to mount this to the front. So instead of ruining the aesthetics of the front, we were able to get all 3 fans on the front of this build here, as well as 2 fans on the radiator in the back. So we have RGB in the front and the back. And I'm donating 3 fans to the cause here to add some RGB in the top and the rear, which we're actually going to pull out and get those plugged in. There should have been actually a cable here for that Corsair up the hub. That's what I was looking for. We're going to need that later. But these fans were supplied by Bitphoenix. These are their Spectra ARGB SE kit 3-in-1. They are not white, they're black. So we got 3 black fans. Doesn't go with the mixture of the white and black theme, but that's okay. It's going to get them some RGB and some extra airflow in the case, so that way heating is not a problem. You got a raid on Twitch. Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, Metal Springs has raided you with a party of 1. Thank you, Metal. I appreciate you. Metal Springs and I are actually buddies. He and I are actually local over here. Thanks, man. Actually haven't talked to him in a while. If he's on here, why don't you say something, man? Yo. He's been trying to get me to play Escape from Tarkov for forever. And if you like Escape from Tarkov, I'd recommend you go check out his channel. Pretty chill player. He was showing me the ropes a couple times that he got me to play. It was just a lot going on back then. Still is. And just lacked the time to learn that game, man. There's just so much for that game. Hell yeah. I think that's my first ever raid. Maybe Metal raided me before. So. Sitting over here thinking about it. But I appreciate everybody's support. So now I'm just trying to get my little baggies of screws. Hey man, you want to buy some screws? Hey Agent Smith, do you want to become a moderator for my channel? Serious question, actually. So I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I build PCs. No, I can figure it out. You know what? I can't open this bag for the life of me. So we're just gonna cut it open. The hell with it. Anyway, these Bit Phoenix fans that I'm adding, I actually have a review on YouTube about them. They're great fans, except for the fact that they lack PWM, which normally I won't build with, and why I'm just kind of giving them to Alex. Hey, Mern, good morning. It's not morning, is it? It's still PM over here in Eastern time. I want to know what this guy's drinking, because he thinks it's morning. Whatever he's drinking, order me one. Mern! You're gonna order me a drink, right? LMAO. Oh, that Mern is the word. What? Is that where you got it from? I'm just curious. The name. Every time I read your name, that's what I think of. I think of bird is the word. Yeah, Twitch took away hosting, so we have to raid to broadcast to this channel. Or broadcast this channel. Nice. Yeah, I think I had you on my host list, Metal. I also heard that YouTube is allowing people to have their handles now, even if you're not meeting the criteria. That was another new thing I heard or read about. Just throwing it out there. Actually, Mern is 344. Okay. Is that from like an old gamer tag or something? Used to be just Mern on WoW. Ah, okay, way back in the day, and then during a raid, someone put it with bird is the word. Ah, so it just stuck. Yeah, I knew you were a WoW player. You gonna play any of the new stuff? Isn't there new stuff coming out for a while? Maybe it already came out. I'm showing you guys my age. Pathetic PUBG player. Interesting. I know, that's what I thought too as well about the YouTube thingamabopper thing. Handle. YouTube handles. I keep thinking World of Warships. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of people I'm streaming space calls me Mern34 Swords. Maybe I'm pronouncing that wrong, and I'm just showing you my age. There we go. We got some fans up in the top. We're going to throw a fan here in the rear. Again, we're donating these to the cause because I couldn't, in my right mind, send this computer out the way it was. And I dropped something, and I have no idea what I dropped. I think it was a screw. It was. Keep stepping on that, too, and that hurts. Oh, sorry. Moron 3-4 swords, but Moron. But with my name, LOL. Ah, I think I'm understanding it. Either that, or I'm just not understanding it. You might have to jump on Discord and tell me. I'm just kidding. Maybe I'm not. Come on. I know it can fit. If it fits, it ships. Let's go. There we go. We got it. Ta-da! Got a guest bedroom for me, LMAO, at Tuna. What, are you going over to Tuna's house? Is there a party and that I'm not invited to? Myron, okay. Mern, when you come check out the new rig, we're doing a Margarita Bros co-stream. Just saying. Oh, so you guys are gonna have a whole party without me, huh? Come check out the new rig. We're even gonna do a co-stream thing without you. We know you built it and all. Took the time to make sure it's perfect. Hell, you want to fly out to Mass? Feel free. Unless you're hand delivering the PC. I don't know if I'm gonna drive out there. That's a bit of a drive. I just got done driving from Michigan to Kansas. I had to go see a chiropractor after that. This is my carry-on crate. I don't think I'd trust them. Honestly. Between you and me, I don't think I'd trust them. Looking good. Looking like a PC. Yo. I like the Asus white-black theme we got going in here. I like it so much I want to find some cables because he doesn't have extensions. Because it looks so nice. I gotta go dig in my cable extension box. Alright, boys. Let's see what kind of cable extensions we got here. We got red and black. We got black. Oh, I see the right colors. And we got orange. More red, black, red cable combs. We want definitely these cable extensions. Nope, maybe these. I think I have one more of these. Gosh. Then we're gonna go full white, match the tubes. I don't know if I have a 24 pin. I may not have a white 24 pin. Just sitting here ready to go. Ah! Definitely have white and black PCIe. There's no way I don't have a white 24 pin. I'm sure I had something sitting here. Well, shit. Ah. Just kidding, I do. Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm throwing these in too. Why not? I just gotta do it. I can't. I need cable cones. Is that too much to ask for? This is what happens when you build a lot of PCs and then you have a bunch of extra crap just sitting here. And then you're just trying to look for something. Then you have boxes and boxes of just crap. So if anybody needs any like weird cables for things, I most likely have it sitting here. And it usually came because I bought a part that needed a part and didn't need the rest of the part. No cable comes in that box. Red ones. I think we want to go with white or black. Probably a black. I'm looking for cable combs. That's all I wanted. Cable comb. Cable comb. Cable comb. Cable comb. Cable comb. Cable comb. Comb cable. More comb cable. Sorry, I'm not trying to abuse your computer. Aha. Transparent cable comb. Found it. So we got transparent. We got transparent gray. Or more transparent gray. I think I'm going to go with the transparent kind of clear. Was there an extra white 24 pin with my build? I thought you bought 2 sets. Yes, that's where actually this just came from. I don't think you're going to put another motherboard in your computer. It's this guy. Yeah, I had to buy 2 sets because your card had 4 PCIe cables. We could have actually just ran 3 PCIe cables, but you wouldn't have been able to select the OC slider. So no OC on your video card if we didn't do that. And make it look as white as possible. By the way, they're starting to release some of those 12-pin adapters. Finally. At least more of them. But I've been reading some bad reviews on them. So I don't think I'm quite ready to start using them. You're welcome, Alex. I don't even think he's here watching us. I mean, what a guy. His buddy showed up. At least I don't remember seeing him show up. Maybe I said something and... you know. Or maybe his buddy told him I'm building him a pink computer. Because he likes pink. And also stickers. Lots of stickers. Maybe he didn't appreciate that. I also know he works, so he may be working right now. But he can always watch the stream later. He really wants to know exactly what I did to this PC. Come on. Work with me, bruh. Well, these cable combs do not like to work with you. I actually thought about sending you this white cable extension, so if you really want it, I'll buy you another one. If you really want the cable extension, I will buy you a new one, sir. Normally I'd send them. But I can't help myself right now, in the moment. But these cable, or at least the 24 pin, was brought to you in part by Tuna. Tuna TV. I have no idea what to do with it. I don't know, you could wear it as a bracelet or something. Check out my sleeved bracelet. It's kind of the new thing. 24 pin sleeved extension. Hole in one, baby. There you go. You could put it on the board. Yeah. Wait, no, that's a White Sox announcer. What was it supposed to be, like a par 3 or something? I don't ever get that lucky. I don't get holes in ones. I played disc golf and I played long enough that, like, statistics show I should have had a hole in one by now, but still hasn't happened. My brother's gotten a hole in one. I haven't. Kind of jealous, actually. Not gonna lie. It was a par 3, drained it. Nice. I was like, please tell me I'm not getting that old. My gloves are just falling apart now at this point. You know, I go choose these rubber gloves and they're like extra strength, rip proof. And they're definitely neither of the above. All they do is make you sweat more. Call of Duty players would probably like these, especially those sweats. So Mern, you should probably try them. Give them a try. Get you dripping sweat instead of egg. No more egg yolks. So I was just talking about this earlier. I don't know if anybody else heard me. I was talking to Agent Smith about maybe doing some sort of giveaway if we hit, or when we hit affiliate. Thought that would be kind of cool. Because we're almost there. Cable combs. Oh yeah, this is the other thing I actually hate. Cable combs. Would be cool if these came pre-applied, and some sleeved cable kits actually do have those. They just suck. They don't stay. They slide all over the place. So they're not as grippy. Blink. Oh boy. Well, there seems to be a issue with the hole. The hole is too small. So we're going to have to go around the backside a different way. Probably a Gandalf quote there. The way is shut. I'm going through so much extra care to make this pretty. Should be done with the build by now. You better like this one, Alex. Better like it a lot. If you don't like it, you better lie to me and tell me you like it. Just kidding. I'm a joking. Do. Boink. Oh. Why would they tape this bag up? Like, we're gonna tape the bag, then we're gonna tape the bag, then we're gonna seal the bag while it's taped. That way we know for sure. Oh dear. What have I done? There's so many tables back here. Oh boy. Guess we're just going to put it right here where I don't want to put it. They really don't have another choice. Alright. One of the other things that I'm going to have to do is figure out a way to get these fans, PWM fans, attached to that CPU header. The ones that are not going to the CPU block. Aha! I thought so. Asus Prime boards. You know, I'm really starting to dislike this case a lot. I mean, a lot. This USB 3 cable does not fit in the bottom. It's kind of dumb. Kind of on the dumb side on that. Believe it or not. I do not agree with that very well. Okay. Next. Where's my front panel power buttons? Nope. They're in here in this mess somewhere. Nope. There's one. Nope. Yep. Here's two. Do. All right. Just what I wanted to deal with. I could pull this graphics card out and save myself the pain here, but I'm too lazy to do that. Why do that when you guys can enjoy watching me try to do this? I got it anyway, so it doesn't matter. At least the most difficult one. Next is our USB 3 that does not fit in the bottom holes, which is just driving me absolutely insane. Because of the motherboard being in the way. It's a tight fit. But it's okay, we got it. And then finally, our HD audio that we're going to connect here. So you have front panel audio. Derp. There we go. Easy mode. Yo. Hey Eric, 30 minutes ago. Thanks for that like on Facebook. I know you popped in and said yo, but thank you. Alright, so we've got one RGB header, and we actually have a second hub that is going to have another header. There should be an RGB header here at the bottom of the case. That's what we're going to target here for this one. Then there should be one at the top, and we'll target the top one for that. I do believe it's there. Might need to get the surgical pliers out for this one, boys. Aha. Totally missed it. I know my head's probably blocking everything right now, so I apologize, but I just cannot see this one for me. For the life of me, I cannot see the pins very well. It is not lining up well. Got it. Finally. A little bit of a struggle. But we got it. Okay. So there's that. Now, the last thing I need to do is figure out this PWM fan connection for the two fans, or at least maybe even all three of the fans. Throw that on the CPU header. Taking this other glow off. This is just dead anyway. Back to my glorious box of crap. Got a PWM splitter here that I'm going to use actually. It'll work very nicely. So this PWM splitter is brought to you in part by me buying it and not needing it. Actually, no. I buy these to have on hand for these situations. So I don't know how many times I've started to build and then found out, oh, by the way, I need a splitter. I don't think the surgical pliers are going to be quite strong enough for this job. I guess the problem with these splitters is they're very stiff. Stiff cables. Very difficult to work with. I don't know if I like that with the rainbow colored cables exposed there, but well. Now we gotta find out which one is which here. These are definitely Corsair. Actually, this is a Corsair one as well. So this one is not the Corsair. These are not the cables you're looking for. It just looks like a crazy mess right now. But we'll make this one look pretty. Don't worry. Boy, we're pushing on to over an hour here. Thought I would be a little further along. Can't forget this guy. This guy is a SATA power connection. Oh yeah, and then we got this lovely Corsair hub, and we can't forget the hard drive. So let's get this guy plugged in. Get our SATA cables plugged in. Could remember if there's a number here. A number system. Actually, this is 1, 2, 2. Oh my gosh, so many cables. I'm gonna slap a zip tie on here real quick while it's here. Then we're going to flip this back over and go back in here for this USB header and for our SATA cables that we almost forgot because I don't build with hard drives very much anymore. Very rare that I get to build with a hard drive. Gonna bounce, boss. Enjoy the rest of the build. Hope those fans come in soon. Yes, sir. It should be here Friday. Appreciate you hanging out. Always a pleasure, Tuna. Sorry, my head was down. Trying to get this build done so we can close it out and I can go eat dinner. It'll be a late dinner for me. Wasn't hungry earlier. Kind of got hungry. Uh-oh. You're knocking stuff over there, girl. Yeah, you are. Don't you tell me. What are you telling me? Yeah, don't tell me no. Really? She's telling me something. Oh boy. All right. Getting kind of dull here, guys. I'm sorry. Just trying to wrap this thing up here. Trying to work out all the extra cable length and everything. And then get that SATA cable plugged in so we could throw this in the tray. Plug that in and call it a day. Almost there though, guys. Almost there. Okay. Toolless hard drive install. I kind of like that feature. I plugged both of your SATA cables in, so you have an extra SATA cable down there. It'll be in your basement waiting for you if you need it. That is a FYI to Mr. Alex. Just trying to get these cables cleaned up a little bit. So y'all know how I like it. Nice and clean. Alright, and then the rest of these cables are going to be the fans. Ugh. Another RGB header that I'm going to sneak in here. Maybe? Wrong spot. Came in the wrong hole. Ugh. That's 12 volt. So we only have one 5-volt header. That kind of sucks. Thought we had two. It's okay, we got the hub on the back. I just didn't want to do all of it on the hub. Ugh. Limits the customization. One cool thing about these fans real quick, the BitPhoenix fans, is they are daisy chain. Or at least you can daisy chain them. But they each have two cables on them. That's the downside. And I don't have a cap here for this one. Don't know that I like that. So I don't want anything getting grounded out. So it doesn't have a cap. So I'm just going to put some electrical tape over it for now. That way it's not touching any metal. Looks like maybe the cap just fell off because the other two have caps. I just haven't caught that yet, or where it went. So really all we got to do after we clean up some of this cable really quick is get the CPU power / power supply and the CPU 8-pin plugged in, and we're pretty much ready to fire up. So we're getting real close here. That won't take very long as I get some of these cables cleaned up. It'll be actually pretty quick to do all that. I honestly thought this build would go a little quicker than it has. But I did add a lot to the build that originally wasn't there. There's something there that wasn't there before. Oh, almost there, boys, ladies, whoever's watching now. Not quite how I want to see it. Probably come back and play with this a little bit more before I call it. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. Why didn't somebody tell me about that? It's very noticeable. Might actually have to run this bad boy like this. Just because of how tight everything is around here, I get kind of worried that panel's going to be tight. Oh man, a lot of cable. Alright, let's get that power supply in here real quick. Do the whole, where did I put that again? Looks like we already opened it up, or I did, one of the two. And here's our 850 watt Supernova G5 by EVGA. That. And we're gonna get some of these cables plugged in real quick. Actually, might. Looks like there probably is enough space to get them all plugged in, but I'd rather not do that. Leave it up to him to put more in if he wants it. If he was here on stream, I'd ask him what he wants. I'll put one of these in for the hell of it. It's almost power time, boys. Ladies. I need it. You know, I'm going to do all 3 SATA cables because got a couple of peripherals. I know he wants to put a drive in here, and I couldn't remember if he wanted more drives or not. So we're going to use quite a few of those SATA cables. But then, we're just going to slide this bad boy in here. Power supply. Fan facing down. And then try to find out what the hell's going on here. Oh. Now we just need 4 screws. And this boy will be mounted, and we can move on to the next step of plugging it in. One more screw. Okie dokie. Now we gotta find the CPU power. This is PCIe. PCIe. 24 pin. CPU and CPU. send them up this way. Plug those in and then we'll pull those tight. Oh boy, that one slipped a little bit. That's why we have a padded table. Now I need to start remembering to do these CPU 4-pin, 8 pins, or 2 8-pins all before I put the motherboard in there. It would make life a hell of a lot easier. I mean, a hell of a lot easier. You all wouldn't have to look at my head. There we go. Nice and neat. Didn't have any white cables for that, sorry. Or I would have totally done it. We are, however, going to loosen this bad boy up. Pop it off. Push these cables back here. And pull this tight. Then I'm going to put our extra 24-pin length here. Plug this bad boy in. Then we have 2 8-pins for our GPU. Those get plugged into the cable extension sticking out here. We're going to tuck all this in here and get these plugged in. Nice and easy. Can't really see where I'm tucking it. I'm an idiot. Didn't move the box case. And then we've got a couple of SATA power cables. One's going to be for the hard drive that he had us put in here. Or what? Oh, this is a Molex that I just threw on there just in case for future use, so you didn't have to pull the whole power supply out in the future. Just to put a Molex cable in there. This is a SATA cable, and I'm going to put one connection here on the hard drive, and I'm going to swing the other end of this connection up to this SATA cable that's just sitting here, and this is going to be powering the RGB from the case. So it's nice and neat there. As neat as I can pretty much get that. And we have 2 more SATA cables for future expansions, but I am going to attach the 2 hubs to one of these cables. That's going to be the Corsair hub and the BitPhoenix hub. So both of those have power. And then I will stuff this down in here for future use. But for the most part, we're pretty much done. I'm going to probably come back and straighten some of these cables out a little bit more at a later time. But for the sake of the stream, I am going to get this bad boy fired up for y'all, so you can see it post. And then I can show you why I had to add those 3 extra fans. Because I could not, in my right mind, leave it the way it was. Or was going to be. Especially with a Ryzen 750 800X in there. And an RTX 3070. Just didn't seem right. Oh gosh, it's getting heavy. Go. All of our cables are neatly tucked away where we want them. I got one that's kind of loose up there, but not much I can do with it right now. That's alright, we'll deal with it later. Let's fire it up. Is everybody ready to see this thing? See what she looks like. It's her first run ever as a complete system. The RAM and the graphics card came from the system previously that he was using. I'm gonna get my Ethernet cable because I'll probably just go right into Windows from here. Which, by the way, Ethernet cables wear out so quickly because I'm always unplugging, plugging things in over and over and over. Oh yeah, peel. There. Now, we already see that we have power to the board. That's a good sign. Let's shut some of these lights off and locate the power button. Shazam! So, RGB on the front. Well, the inside of the front. And then RGB on the front. That's why we went through all that work to make sure we have the radiator here, plus the RGB fans on this side and the other side of the radiator. Because if we didn't do that, it wouldn't look like this. And we're already in the BIOS. Much faster boot than DDR5, let me tell you. The last few machines I've done have been DDR5, and they take a good couple of minutes to post. But there's your front. Looks all fancy with that nice front mesh. I really like that mesh. Reminds me a lot of that Leon Lee case, the Landcool case. So there you guys have it. We've got our addressable RGB throughout the case. We got our 3 additional fans that we added, that we threw in there for them. We also added a couple of white cable extensions because it went with the theme, and I could not help myself. Thank you, Tuna, for the 24-pin extension cable that came extra out of your system, since we did not use it or need it. I'll have to play around with some of these cables afterwards. There you go, Alex. This is what your system looks like. I'm going to wrap it up, the stream tonight. Gotta get this one actually done for pickup tomorrow. Alex is planning to pick it up tomorrow, so I got to get Windows installed, drivers installed, run some benchmarks on it, verify it's all running smooth for him. Nice and cool, nice and chill, performing where it should be. set up the RGB. So all he's got to do really is pull it out of the box, fire it up, install his games, and go. And then he can do anything else he wants with it. I'm going to end the stream here. So thank you everybody for tuning in and hanging out with me as we built Alex's machine. And I'm looking forward to possibly another stream later this week. Probably going to be towards the tail end of the week, either Friday or Saturday. Maybe Thursday. Not sure yet. It's up in the air. Right now it's up in the air with the schedule being so crazy. But thank you for joining us. Like, share the stream. Let me know if you have any questions. If you know anybody that wants to build and wants it done live on stream with my terrible commenting, then feel free to send them my credentials or my Twitter channel, Twitch channel, all those things. You can pretty much reach out anyway. Email, text, all of them. So thanks again, guys. Have a good night.